Test. Audio video is okay. Topic for today's discussion is, you got the topic? How does all suffering come to an end? Topic, when does all suffering end? So this is the welcome. Sip Yogini, Sip Shayar, Sip Anil, Sip Siri, Sip Atmanand, Sip Rekha, Sip Das, Sip Anand Kiko, Sip Chidanand, Sip Ashok, Sip Paratyama, Sip Girish, Ananda, Sip Gigi, Sip Anna, Sip Krishna, Sip Samatma, Sip Sadanand, Sip Siba, Sip Kamalji, Sip Sarlanand, Sip Ritu, Sip Bliss, Sip Kumar, Sip Premchandji, Sip Sachin, Sip Sagai, Sip Rajanand, Sip Ahem, Sip Laveen, Sip Pik, Sip Soham, Sip Pooja, Sip Rekha, Sip Bliko, Sip Meenakshi, and Sip, all of you whom I cannot see. Welcome to the call. Is this something realistic or is this not realistic? First of all, the question, when does all suffering end? That is the question that we are going to try to discuss today. And let us see how many people are able. I already see some hands going up. So I'm going to start with that. And the people who are going to ask the first question, oh, there's Yogini, Shayad, Shiba, Atmanan, Natarajan. Come on, let's start. Yogini.
Shivam, sir. Sir, the
Shivam.
suffering is to the body, mind, and ego. When I realize that I am not this, I am that, then the suffering doesn't.
So have you realized?
I am on the path. But I
That means-
know that I have the knowledge at least that when there is any suffering, it is only to my body, mind, and ego.
So you suffer or you don't suffer?
I don't suffer, but the body, mind, ego suffers.
No, you're telling
Now,
theoretically or you're saying practically that you don't suffer at all?
no,
Or you suffer?
I do have so many health problems. That is so.
The moment you say I
So,
have many health problems means
yes, I wanted to correct that only. That is, my body is having lot of health problems, but
very easy.
now I have learned to overcome that.
See, the point
So
is
the
this.
suffering, yes, sir.
The point is that the moment you say I am having health problems, it means that your mind is still not letting you free. Correct? When will your suffering come to an end? That's the question. When will your suffering actually come to an end? So good start. Anything more you want to say, Shayad? Anything more, Yogini?
No, sir. Thank you.
You're saying I understand when the suffering will come to an end, but right now I'm in the process. I'm trying to make the suffering end, but you can make the suffering end today. If you want the
If I
suffering to end,
realize,
you can end the suffering today.
and how will that be, sir? By realizing, na?
What is there to realize?
What will that be?
Nothing to realize. You have to drop what you have to leave the ignorance of what is your it is just like if I tell you I am blind. Am I blind?
No,
Yogini, am I blind?
no.
But I can't see means I'm blind.
You have
Am
covered
I?
yourself.
Ah. If as long as eyes are covered, I cannot see. If I cannot see, I am blind, but I am not
Yes.
blind.
Yeah.
If I open my eyes, if I,
Realize.
op- if I open my eyes,
I can see.
I can see. Shayad.
Right.
So, Prabhu Shivoham,
Show him, sir.
I want to give answer three phases.
Yeah, you give it how many more faces? You mean this face or that face?
That phase,
Faces.
whatever,
Ah,
phases. First of all, one should understand the acronym for mind that we give: misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire.
good,
That's one phase. Second is when we know this, then we know misery of the mind, pain of the body, and agony of the ego.
good,
Second level. And the third level is what we did in the retreat, that I am not I, but I am. Then who I am I? I am soul,
good,
soul is sick, and I am
good,
sick. In
good.
these phases, if you go, and of course, at every phase, whenever you have a problem, then ABCD.
All that what you say is good, dear Shayad. But today, like I have been now, I am very aggressive. No, like we said, this or that. Very aggressive way we are attacking the situation because we don't have time. Share time nahi hai. फटाफट we have to move fast. Enlightenment जल्दी चाहिए. Today जल्दी चाहिए मुझे. जल्दी क्या चाहिए? All I patiently listen to you. When does all suffering end?
When you are not the slave of your mind and you are always in consciousness.
Very good. When you compress the answer in half, then you know the answer. How do you compress that answer in half? You keep thinking till we have got the next person. Shair will continue thinking. Siba, Atmanand.
Pranam
Shair,
Guru.
what Shair said is right. But I don't want to give you all tablets in the call nowadays. I want to give injection. Straight, I want to give injection. Siba, bolo.
With the discrimination of this and this or that, Guruji. All the sufferings end with the discrimination of this or that. And when I
कैसे होगा?
realized that,
कैसे होगा?
Guruji, with using your intelligence, by using, you have given so many tools, Guruji.
तब
With using your,
तक तो कोई मर जाएगा ना सफरिंग में.
नहीं सफरिंग क्यों अभी अभी रियलाइज हुआ है ना इतने सालों के बाद, तो अभी क्यों मरेगा गुरुजी? At least you are giving so many techniques. By using those techniques which we can lead to enlightenment, Guruji, and by realizing that I am not Bala, I am Siba, I am not this, I am that. So Guruji, many of the answers come with that only, Guruji, when we realize everything, Guruji.
You are right.
I'm not mind, I'm not ego, I'm not body. ये तो मालूम है गुरुजी, बट ये अप्लाई होने के लिए दिस और दैट भी जरूरी है गुरुजी.
वो तो दिस और दैट तो लेटेस्ट हमारा गर्मा गर्म लेटेस्ट न्यूज है.
हाँ, तो
अभी
आई एम नॉट बॉडी, आई एम गुरुजी. वो रियलाइज होने के लिए थोड़ा सा स्टेप तो चाहिए ना. तो दिस एंड दैट इज हेल्पिंग अस अ लॉट.
Today I'm giving you one more big step. I will give or some master will give. Let me see who is giving. Atmanand. Somebody in the group will give the answer today. How to end all suffering? Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji. So once we are self-realized, that is the end of all sufferings.
You are self-realized?
On the path. Atmananda self-realized. Anand sometimes suffers.
How often are you Anand? How often are you Atmanand?
The time has come down actually. As soon as something bothers me, I then remember Soham. From your meditation, Koham and Soham comes and I come back. But yeah, but the escapes are there. It's not that it is a...
Suppose today somebody calls you. You are sitting here. Somebody calls you. Anand, you'll turn or you won't turn?
Currently, I'm turning.
If somebody calls you, Atmanand, you'll turn or you will not turn?
That also I'm turning.
If somebody calls you, Tambu Chetty, you'll turn or you will not turn?
That I'm not turning.
Why you will not turn if they call Tambu Chetty?
I get it. So that is the work going on.
No, why you will not turn? You're not answering
Because
my question.
I don't associate, but still I have some association to Anand. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I get it. I get the point.
So today we have to learn. This is not a playground. Every day, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock is serious class. Of course, we have some fun. I don't make it look like it's a serious class. Do I make it look like it's a serious class? But how to end suffering is a joke or it's a serious matter?
It's a serious matter.
How to end suffering. Today we should learn. Natarajan, Nichani, Krishna.
I bow down to Guruji.
Namaskar, sir.
You have forgotten my name, Atma, Anna.
Anna, no, I'm saying Anna only. I greeted you as Anna today.
Natarajan, you are told. Okay.
Nah, that's because your Zoom number ID is showing Natarajan. When I greeted you today, I greeted as Anna.
Okay.
Tell me.
The sufferings will end when we are in conscious and not feeling and doing the things. All of our sufferings will end. Always in consciousness and not feeling but doing the things.
See, What you're saying is correct. So now you suffer or you don't suffer once in a way?
I don't suffer. This is not whatever the sufferings comes. I'll say it is my body only, not for me.
And mind, fear, worry, stress, anxiety.
I'm not keeping anything in the mind because
No
I'm
fear. You have
throwing.
no. You
I
have
am
no fears. No fears.
no
No problems. No
no
difficulties.
no fear at all. I don't fear. Whatever comes, I will accept it and go ahead.
No worry. No anxiety.
What for worry? Everything is destined by karma, our karma. So nothing to worry. Everything will be taken care. We have to use our consciousness to decide, discriminate the things and choose the correct things.
Okay, good. You are progressed if you're saying that, but I can surely tell you that sometimes you must be getting some kind of thoughts which creates some kind of halchal. Halchal means some kind of movement in your body, mind, some disturbance. Definitely, it will come.
Yes, definitely it is coming, but I take it in the right sense and moving ahead. This will
Good.
come. It is only for a time being. It is a
So, what's the
problem,
question?
all problem
When the
suffering is only time. It
what is
is
the question today?
when the sufferings will end.
What's the answer?
When you are in consciousness and doing the things, not feeling the things, your
Good,
sufferings will end.
good explanation. Nichani, Krishna, Will,
Shivam Saji,
Sir Shivan.
Saji, the sufferings will end as soon as you attain enlightenment.
And then what will happen?
Then you'll when you attain the enlightenment, you'll come to know that you're not the body, mind, and ego. You are that.
So what is that?
Saji, example, a real yogi living as a real yogi, you can attain enlightenment and sufferings will end.
So why do we suffer, Ashok?
बिकॉज हम लोग हमेशा योग में नहीं रहते योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे
हाँ, but we
हर
suffer ना. कुछ थोड़ा बात होता है, we get worry, we get
we
fear.
are in
Then
the mind state
huh? The
because we
mind
are
is still there. Mind is there, ego is there, the body
that,
gets hurt.
that is why you suffer.
So how to overcome that suffering?
You have to live like a real yogi and attain enlightenment.
Okay,
You
good,
you
good.
you should
See
drop
what
all your desires and
see what you are saying is 100% correct, but everybody in this call knows it. What is it that somebody does not know on this call?
somebody who does not
What are we learning? What are we learning today that somebody does not know on this? Somebody will tell. I think one of the master know, Krishna, Will, Siri, Shiva, Rekha, Girish Ananda, somebody will tell. Krishna, let
सरजी
me see what Krishna.
हम भगवान नहीं है
Bhagwan nahi hai.
we we think that we are not God,
You are God, no. You know, you don't know.
but most of them they will not think that they are God.
From today, you change your name. You change your name to Bhagavan Ashok. Change your name. You don't write from today onwards, you don't write Ashok Nichani. Come on, you change Bhagavan Ashok. You write your name like this. Can you
We
do?
have not accepted and surrendered, Sarji.
Because you cannot write, you have got so much embarrassment. What they will think, what my uncle will think, what my cousin will think, what my family will think. You don't want to tell, I am Bhagavan Ashok. You're not able to tell that.
Correct,
Why?
Sarji.
Why you are not? That's
Because
why you suffer.
we are not accepting.
That's why you suffer. That's the reason you suffer, because you don't realize you are Bhagavan. Bhagavan doesn't have to suffer. Does the Bhagavan has to suffer?
No, Sarji. If you think you are Bhagwan, then there is no suffering.
You don't
If you
think. If you realize you
accept,
are Bhagavan, how can you suffer? Bhagavan will not suffer.
correct, Sarji. If you realize that you are God, you will not suffer.
So have you realized?
Not yet, Sarji.
Krishna. Krishna.
Okay, Shiva.
Shiva.
Sir, sir, of course, when you realize you don't suffer because then always the question comes, who is suffering? But we have not reached that point of saying that, I am the divine soul, though we have understood clearly. So now, now we don't suffer as much as we used to do, because one thing, you are not giving us time to suffer or think about body, mind, ego, one. And two, मुझे लगता है कि we try to live in karma yoga and prem yoga most of the time. And so I like to give the answer of, because anybody can live with peace and love and bliss, because we have realized the purpose. That itself हमारा suffering बहुत कम किया है, very negligible.
But there should be negligible suffering or there should be zero suffering?
There should be zero suffering, but we are in that process, but it may happen one day. But as you said, this journey itself is so blissful and peaceful, and as you said, very, very nice, very good.
No doubt, the journey is beautiful, the journey is peaceful. I told you, I myself realized that from 2014, my awakening took many years, 2015, 16, 17, to reach that full blossom, full bloom. I only consider from 2018 that I had a full awareness, complete awareness. It took me a few years. So today we are trying to learn the answer to the question, when does all suffering end? Specific answer. Do we have a specific answer? Somebody asked the question, you should be able to give the answer. When does all suffering end?
Because the suffering is...
Tell me. The suffering?
No, because 100% the suffering is not there in the Atma. Suffering is only there in the body, mind, ego. But still, whenever I go through that 20 roadblock, I have not completed that. I may have like maybe 18 out of 20 or 16 out of 20, 22. You have given 22. So, yeah.
Okay. So good. I agree with you. See, but how many of you found benefit, this or that? Benefit or no? This or that?
So that completely, yeah. This or that helps. But then also when sometimes this or that, then also we slip. So you have to be extremely alert. That alertness comes with practice only.
So it's not so easy. Today, I want to make it a little bit easier. I want to make it a little bit easier how to overcome suffering. Let us try. Okay, Will, Siri, Siva.
Shivohang Sip.
Shivohang.
It comes a lot down to definition, like what do you define suffering? But suffering is in some ways you could say the Buddha, when he died in a lot of pain. But you would, if you mean he suffered, that's probably not the case. He didn't suffer because he was free of ego. So, but you could say maybe when the Arahant passes away, Mukta, that's the end, the complete end of suffering. Or is it enlightenment? Is that the moment? Or is it something that you do moment by moment? There are various ways of answering the question. The Buddha stressed what he called tanha, trisna, craving and attachment, upadana. This thing, he said that when this ends, then, or you could say when avidya ends, these things. There are various ways of answering it. It's a bit difficult, really, to know what you're pointing. Obviously, you're trying to come to a proper conclusion, but it's hard initially to know, because it comes down to definition. What do you mean exactly by suffering? Do you mean
no, suffering is very clear. Suffering is pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. Let us understand whatever Buddha said gets covered in these three. When you have got, if you are experiencing pain of the body, if you are experiencing misery of the mind, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt, if you are experiencing anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness, if you are experiencing BME, Istiabam, I am soul, trapped in body, ego, mind. If you are trapped, you will suffer. If you realize I am SIP, you don't suffer.
I have a friend who appears to be enlightened, but he says that there are these very small insects that come and attack him. And usually he wouldn't kill these things, but eventually he had enough of this, and he decided that, I'm ashamed to say, but he decided that the best thing would be to take the lives of these little creatures. But it's quite a striking thing, to hear someone saying that. But he said that's what he does. So he's not like immune from suffering because he's not, I guess, I don't know. I think there's, if you go into a very high meditation state where you get away from the body, then obviously he can do that. But as long as he's conscious of the body, then he gets irritated by the body. And also the Buddha, true to say, sometimes when the monks would start talking too loudly, the Buddha one day got really angry. He said, I just get rid of you, go, the lot of you go. I've had enough all your talking. He seemed to be very angry about that. So sometimes what appears on the surface, you can't be sure.
Okay, point taken, Will. But today we want to learn how to end all suffering. I want to, by the end of the call today, you should take this home. Siri, Siva, Parvani.
Shiva Hum Guruji.
Shiva.
When we realize that I am not the sufferer, I don't suffer. I have realized I am not the sufferer. Only my body, mind, and ego they suffer. I am not the sufferer.
Repeat, please.
When we realize that I am not the sufferer and only the body suffers, then the suffering comes to an end. I don't suffer.
That is the right answer for today. That is the right answer for today. And the right answer for today, if you want to eliminate suffering, eliminate the sufferer. I'm giving you one word, or rather 3 words. Eliminate the sufferer. Who is the sufferer? There is no sufferer. If there is no sufferer, very good, Siri. Where did you get this from? Where did you get this from?
From your call only, where I will go, only your calls. For 1.5 years, daily, 24/7, only doing this. Contemplating.
So, and this is the right answer. How to overcome suffering.
I am truly telling, I am not the sufferer. I have realized that I am not. My body may suffer. You always used to tell the body may pain, but you don't suffer. Pain will be there, but I don't suffer. So every time, daily people are.
So this is what I want you all to take home today. Today, take home this message. I am not the sufferer. What's the mantra today? 5 words today. I am not the sufferer. Rekha Parvani, when you say I am suffering, say I am not the sufferer. This is the mantra I am giving you today. I am not. This is how you remember this? The cricket player, Ian, I-A-N, Ian Botham, Ian Chappell. Ian is a very famous cricketer. I-A-N, Ian, I am not. E-N-T-S, E-N-T-S. What's the mantra today? When you get any suffering and pain, what's the mantra? I-N-T-S, not Ian Chappell, Ian Botham, no, E-N-T-S. I am not Ian, the sufferer. Ian sufferer. I am not sufferer. I am not sufferer. And the suffering comes when something comes, say, I am not sufferer. Now, there will be problems. Oh, I am in Finland. Every day they send me by WhatsApp. Garma garam problems. Every day I get directly by WhatsApp. Every day I get garma garam problems. Every day. Nice, hot from the tawa. Hot, I mean crispy, kadak. Not crispy, kadak dosas I don't get in Finland, but crispy, kadak, garma garam problems comes on WhatsApp. And sufferer. I am not sufferer. I am not sufferer. I am not sufferer. This is the mantra. Very good, Siri. Well done. But others who want to continue this topic, other topic, who suffers, who does not suffer, Siva. on Saturday, we are going to have the World Meditation Day. Only important thing, there's a new Zoom ID for Friday and Saturday. We are going to have a new Zoom ID. So please make note of the new Zoom ID. If you want to copy it now, you can copy it, but it will only be valid on Friday and Saturday. 429-797-8138. On Friday and Saturday, we'll be using this Zoom ID, 429-797-8138. But we will give it to you tomorrow again and day after tomorrow again. So don't come on Ask Care Friday. Tomorrow will be the same ID. Friday and Saturday. Only Friday testing and Saturday is a world meditation because it can have more than 100 people on the call. We have got a new Zoom ID for more than 100 people on the call. Siva,
Shivam Guruji.
Shubham.
The same topic came sometime back also. The same answer Siri said, who is the sufferer? So it was clear in my mind that who is the sufferer? Even if there is a pain in the body, who is that suffer? When I am a soul, then who is the sufferer? So that what she said is right. Of course, we got it from this call only. But apart from this, even Ramana Maharishi also has said that take who is the sufferer. He also says that who is the sufferer. So
Many Swamis, Swami Chinmayananda always used to say, Swami Chinmayananda, he would always say, who is the sufferer? You hear Swami Chinmayananda, he would say, who is the sufferer? Yes, the sufferer. I am. But today I'm giving you mantra Ian. I-A-N. Ian sufferer. Ian sufferer. I am not. So you can use Ian mantra, Ian body, Ian mind, Ian ego, Ian sufferer. Ian means I-A-N. It's a very famous Australian name. Ian. Or it's a UK name. I'm not sure. Probably Australian name. Ian. Huh? I am not. I am not. I am not. Okay. Anything else, Shiva?
Yeah, that's all.
Rekha Parwani. Rekha Girish Das, Lakshmi, Sundar Giri, Rajanand, Bliko, Brijesh.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
All the suffering ends when I live as a divine instrument.
When will you live as a divine instrument?
Yes, I have been living this year. The body had lots of suffering, but I accepted and surrendered. I accepted as karma. But I have a question. The body suffering, even when we realize the suffering will be there for the body till we are alive, right?
If the body has to suffer, the body will suffer.
Yes, that's it.
Why is it suffering? Why is it suffering?
Because it is because of karma, and then if we don't accept,
so you have to accept it.
Yes, I have been doing that.
If you say I am sufferer, I am not sufferer, then
it's gone. That also is gone.
Body is suffering, I am not sufferer. Body is suffering, I am not sufferer. He and sufferer, he and sufferer. I am not sufferer, I am not sufferer, I am not sufferer.
Yes, sir.
That is the mantra.
Yes. I'm living
Girish
as
Ananda. Yeah, good. Girish Ananda.
You.
I am not sufferer. I am not suffering. I am incapable of suffering.
Very good. I am not sufferer. I am not suffering. I am incapable of suffering because
these 3 points have become a living reality.
Because I am the divine soul. So I am not Girish. Girish may suffer. I am Girish Ananda. And because I am Girish Ananda, I live in Ananda. There is no Dukha. Girish will have Dukha, but Girish Ananda will have Sukha. If I am Girish, Pakka you can have Dukha, but Girish Ananda cannot have Dukha. That's why you are Chinmayananda, Sarvapriyananda, Sivananda, Satchidananda, Atmananda, Rajananda, Sarojananda, Sarlananda. Why we have so many Anandas in this call? Because you reach that state. Oh yeah, I am free. I am not that. Okay, good, Girish. Oh yeah, Das. Das, Lakshmi, Sundar, Rajananda.
Yes. First ask who is sufferer. Then realize that I am not body, mind, ego. I am the divine soul. And by living in a witness conscious as a Satchidanand Atma, we can remove all the suffering.
Very good. Theoretically, you are telling it like your master. So have you practically overcome all suffering?
I have realized because since 2-3 months, I am facing the pain in my body. And it's gradually, when I become more witness, it is reducing, and mostly 95% pain has reduced, and there is no anger, hate, any type, in mind does not come into picture. I am living in consciousness most 99% of time.
Okay.
Only few
Good.
times mind come, I lock the door and we become witness of in the consciousness. That if any thought comes, I kick it.
Okay. Good. That's very good. So Lakshmi Sundargiri, Rajanand,
Shivoham, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, suffering will end only when we surrender.
And when will you surrender?
When we leave our ego.
When you realize I am not I. Only when you when you leave the ego. Correct. When you say I give up my I, then only the I goes. If the ego goes, the suffering goes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Good, Lakshmi. Sundargiri. Sundargiri.
Shivam sir,
Yes.
suffering can be ended when we come to know. For example, for 2-3 days, I have a little wound on my finger, and it's paining a lot. And actually, I don't prefer to take medicine more, and I'm taking brufen now. And pain is getting decreased very much. So, though taking medicine for a long period of time, like brufen and etc., is not very good, but for a little period of time, very uh, for a shorter period of time, if we take brufen, then it helps a lot. So I came to know that for shorter period of time, brufen will help me a lot in a very good way. So this knowledge I came to know. I mean, just I'm giving the example. This knowledge I came to know. That is why the suffering for this finger has very much reduced, and almost there is no pain in my
So are you saying?
finger.
Are you
That is why
saying that?
what I'm saying.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying that suffering will end with brufen? Is that
No,
what you're
no, I
saying?
don't. I'm just giving, but I know that this knowledge. That is why pain of this finger is being reduced. Similarly, when we come to know the knowledge, then suffering will reduced, or it will be gone.
Correct. Well, absolutely
Yeah.
right. So we must realize that. Rajanand, we must realize that we are not the sufferer. That's what Raji told today. Siri told, we are not the sufferer. If you are the sufferer, you will suffer. The moment you are not the sufferer, then you are free. Rajanand.
Yeah.
Om, sir.
Sir.
Sir, whenever such thoughts come, which bring suffering, immediately a question needs to be asked. Who am I? Who is that which is suffering? I am not the sufferer. When we ask this question, repeatedly when we ask this question during that period, the awareness is directed back towards our own nature. What does that mean? That is Rajananda, not Rajendra. Rajendra is not suffering. Rajendra is suffering. Rajendra is not suffering. So जब ये बोलते रहेंगे हम कि who am I, उस वक्त उस पीरियड में जब ये thoughts आ जाते हैं, because it will take us to the true nature. जैसे आप बोल रहे हो this and that.
Therefore, what Siri told, we have to find out who is the sufferer. Who is the sufferer? That is the question today. Today we have got a very
I am not the sufferer.
I am not sufferer. Today, that is what we must learn.
Because I am not the body, mind, and ego.
Mind is suffering. I refuse to suffer. Mind is trying to suffer. No, I don't. You go to hell. I don't want to suffer. Ego is trying to suffer. I refuse to suffer. If you are not Rajendra, if you are Rajananda, Rajananda cannot suffer.
We have not yielded this. We have not yielded anyway. We have to be strictly, I don't suffer, I am not I who suffers.
You cannot say, I don't suffer. You have to say, I am not sufferer.
I'm not suffer. Yes.
Suffering will not stop. Suffering will
Suffering has
not
to
stop.
come. We have not to pay any heed towards it. We have not.
Don't try to stop suffering. Don't try to stop suffering. You cannot stop suffering. But you can stop being sufferer. You cannot stop. I cannot stop it from snowing. Outside it's snowing. Outside it's snowing from morning, heavy snow. But I can wear a cap. I can wear a cap. No snow. I cannot go out and stop the snow. Can anybody in the world stop the snow? Nobody in the world can stop the snow. Nobody in the world can stop suffering. But you can realize I am not sufferer. Ian sufferer. Ian sufferer. Ian sufferer. I-A-N. I-A-N. I am not sufferer. Bligo. Yes,
Shivoham, love you everybody. So actually the answer is right. I am not sufferer. That is very clear. And I was thinking the same way, like, who am I? Like, if I am identified with the body, definitely I will get pain, and that pain will lead to suffering. So actually the question is very nice, that suffering, it is not asking about your pain. We are mixing pain and suffering together and getting sufferer, right? So when pain is there, we have to analyze, means we have to realize that pain is with my body, and that is due to karma. Like, when you are enlightened, even if you are enlightened, because of karma, you can get many disease, ailment of the body, and body will get pain. But if you are not sufferer, it makes no difference to you. You can manage it very nicely, but the pain you cannot remove. Suffering will also be there with the body, but when you are not the sufferer, it doesn't make you any problem. So that's the very nice answer, and I apply it for my own sake, and I'm about 95% now. I'm not getting any type of that irritation of body, mind, and ego. And I like that equation of your guru, that man minus ego, or man minus body, mind, and ego, you can say. Man minus BME, then you become God. God has no suffering. So the question doesn't apply to me. I'm not sufferer. So I'm applying it, and nicely working. It's very nicely working.
Okay. So I do something. This is what everybody in the beginning of this call, many people came in the beginning of this call. They all said right answer. Krishna will. But if you try to say, I am not body, I am not ego, I am not mind, all the time we cannot be in that consciousness.
Okay.
But when the suffering comes, this is what just now we please pay attention to this, very important before we close. Suffering will come.
Yes.
Suffering will come, but I am not sufferer. Suffering is there. If somebody tells you there is no suffering, they are a fool.
Yeah.
There is suffering. The Buddha said this samsara is full of dukkha. There is suffering, but I am not the sufferer.
Yeah.
There is a body. There is a body, but I am not the body. There appears to be the mind, but I am not the mind. There appears to be an ego, but I am not that ego.
So this disassociation is very much required, and that comes with the enlightenment.
Disassociation only comes with realization. There cannot be disassociation. Disassociation is automatic. When there's realization, when there's realization, there is disassociation.
Like you said that Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam.
Absolutely. Well said. Good, Bliko. Good. Then we have finished first round. If everybody has finished, we can close the call. Siba and Sundargiri. Siba and Sundargiri.
Guruji, as initially there was no transformation, now there is lot of transformation. But Guruji, to remain in this state, I'm whatever techniques you give, I apply, Guruji. I am into today my state is ekdam normal, Guruji. But Guruji, to remain in this state, Guruji, 24/7, what should I do, Guruji? Because
you tell me. You tell me what to do to remain in
You
this state 24 by.
just now you said I am not the sufferer. I got it, Guruji. But that I am not.
That is not for remaining in the state. I am not the sufferer is to be used when suffering comes. When suffering comes, you say, I am not sufferer. Suffering comes, I am not sufferer. If suffering comes, say, I am not sufferer. But to remain in the state, what to do?
Sometimes I go into overthinking. Now I make the point that I should not go in that. But Guruji, for precaution, what should I do, Guruji? Preventive measure.
The only way to be in that state all the time is called yoga.
Okay.
To be a yogi. योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे प्रभु के योग में रहे संसार की माया में वो ना फंसे सदा योग में वो रहे प्रभु की प्यास हो सदा प्रभु से प्यार वो करे योगी वो है जो माया से बच के रहे. I found it very difficult to be in yoga because there was Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. So Prabhu gave me the gift of Prema Yoga. What did God give me the gift? God
Prema
gave me the
Yoga.
gift of Prema Yoga. Full day if I'm in Prem, if I'm in love the whole day, morning to night I'm in love. My beloved may go mad. My beloved may think, what's wrong with this man? All the time he is in love. Yeah, because it's Prema Yoga. Who can be in love full day from morning to night? Who can be in love? Who? only a Prema Yogi.
Prema Yogi.
Imagine सुबह से रात तक तुम बोला I love you, 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 I love you 1 million times from morning to night. उसका मतलब क्या हुआ?
Guruji, will you maintain that state?
Prema
That
Yoga.
becomes the part of your consciousness, Guruji.
Next Friday I'm talking on this. Next Friday's topic, not this Friday. Next Friday I'm talking on how to always be in a state of Prema Yoga.
Guruji, just now you said that from Bangalore, every garma garam khabar aati hai, garma garam. But without disturbing your mindset, how you remain, Guruji? With थोड़ा भी disturb नहीं होता है क्या, Guruji आपको?
नहीं, disturb नहीं होगा तो कैसा आएगा वो?
तो वही तो मैं बोलती हूँ ना, that distraction.
Wait. Something comes. Whether we accept or don't accept is the point.
Yeah.
You see, the human being is not about the problem coming. The problem is coming. The problem is like this. See, I'm showing you this is the problem. What's the problem? Problem is here. It's dangling.
Like,
yeah,
dangling.
अगर हमने पकड़ लिया तो?
So we get caught in that.
What you must do what you must do the problem? Let the problem swing. Let the problem swing.
Yeah.
How will you let the problem swing like this? What, by understanding what? Can you tell me?
This or that?
No. What? How can you stop? How can you not cling to this problem? This problem is dangling like this. How not to grab it?
By realizing that I'm not Guruji, I don't know.
By realizing all this dangling is Maya.
Maya, okay.
By realizing this dangling is Leela. If you think it's a Maya, it's a Leela, then you will not grab it.
Got it.
Otherwise, you will grab it. Okay, Sundargiri, Sip, Brijesh. You have 3 more people. Sundargiri, SIP, and Brijesh.
Shivam sir again.
Yes.
What I was trying to say is, sir, like, for example, I'm not the sufferer. That is the ultimate understanding of know thyself. Know thyself. That is also the ultimate understanding as I'm not the sufferer. So we are not in that stage, sir. Now we are not in that state. So we have to have some basic understanding or basic knowings where we can deal with the sufferings. So that
What you
ultimate
want?
understanding.
What type of suffering
That
you want to
ultimate,
know how to deal with?
whatever, physical, mental, emotional, whatever.
No.
Before,
You don't. If
yeah,
you have a physical suffering, you don't need to become a doctor. If I have a physical suffering, I don't take self-medication. If I have physical suffering, I go to expert. I go to dentist.
exactly.
I go to ophthalmologist. I go to orthopedic.
Yeah, that knowledge also we should have, sir. I mean,
No,
we should go to
no
the
need.
expert, and we
We
should
should
take the medication. That knowledge, proper knowledge, to whom we should, what type of doctor we should meet, whatever medicine we should
pain.
take. This type of basic understanding we should have. I mean,
Sundargiri. Pain of the body, we have to fight it. Kill the pain before the pain kills you. But we are not talking of that. That's the least important. Please move forward. Are you talking about any other suffering of mind and ego or only body?
no, whole pain. Like I mean, the physical pain, mental pain. I mean, mental suffering or emotional suffering. This all the things can be solved by knowing. That's my point. And ultimately, we have to reach that know thyself, or we are not the sufferer. We should reach
You
up
are
to that
right.
level. But
You are right.
before that, we should deal with the suffering, sir.
Absolutely. First,
In different ways.
without dealing with the suffering, you'll be dead. So you must deal with the suffering, and this knowing thyself is not knowing, it is realizing. SIP Prakash, SIP and Brijesh. Thank you. Sundar, SIP, SIP, Brijesh.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar.
Instead of making a negative statement, I am not the sufferer, it is better to make a positive statement. I am sick. You realize.
Yes, you can make this positive statement after you finish the negative statement. It is like you're trying to climb the ladder without taking 2 steps, you're trying to jump on the top. How can you become SIP? Only by realizing I am not the body, mind, ego, I am not the sufferer, then only you can realize I am SIP.
Okay.
Suppose today I am looking for sugar. I'm looking for powdered sugar. And in this hotel, they have kept some 10 dabbas of white powder. How to know it is sugar or it is salt?
By tasting it.
I taste one dabba, it is salt. No. I taste another dabba, salt. No. I taste the next dabba, it is sweet. I got sugar. So sometimes we have to taste what we are not to realize what we are. What you're talking is it's not about negative and positive. When you realize I am not the body, mind, ego, automatically you are not sufferer, you are SIP.
Okay.
Okay. Brijesh
One
and
more
Sadhana.
thing.
Yes.
One more thing.
Yes.
Last week we had about the Chat GPT. Chat GPT is very useful for spirituality, because Chat GPT is ultimately killing the mind. When people are using less and less of the mind, so automatically they will progress more and more towards spirituality. As you said, if you kill the mind, you become more happiness.
I don't know. I don't know how much it's true that the Chat GPT is killing the mind or it is entangling the mind. Because Chat GPT, people are using Chat GPT for many nonsense things. Just simply going on asking questions. I know somebody, they got one instrument called Alexa. Full day, Alexa, 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 Alexa. What is this? What is Alexa? Simply they will ask, Alexa, what is the time? Alexa will tell, Alexa, is it going to rain today? Simply. That Alexa became so fed up. The next time they asked, Alexa, is it raining in Chennai? Alexa told, I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm telling you, the point is that we are to be in that state of Satchidanand. Today I spoke in Instagram. How can we be in that state of consciousness, always in consciousness? How can, see, if we come to know who we are, suppose I know I am air, I am Atma in Ravi. The minute I get that consciousness, I am air, I am air. Why I gave up my name? I gave up my name of 48 years. 48-year-old name, I dropped it like a potato. Because that makes you, I am not Ravi, Ian Ravi, Ian Ravi, Ian Ravi, Ian Ravi. How I reached that I am not Ravi? Then what am I? I am Atma, AiR. That is the method, SIP. That's why you're still putting SIP, soul in Prakash, because you have got that spark. Now you have to create fire from that spark. You have to still take it forward. Brijesh and Sadanand, to close, 2 more questions. And we'll talk about the meditation if we have 2 minutes time. Yes.
Pranam.
Yes, Brijesh.
After a long time, I could see and interact with you.
Where have you been? You got
I
transferred?
come on and off.
You're transferred over.
I'm still. I got some personal things to be done, and that all settled. And on and off, I was watching you, and I'm still contemplating whatever you are telling. This question of this, who is the actually, who is the sufferer? Why the suffering? Why I suffer? I see personally. I want to be selfish. Why do I suffer? Actually, even though you say that, even though many times I also understand, I also agree that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this ego, I am this ship. These words have got into me, but just like words only.
I know.
My common sense tells me, by seeing you, my common sense tells me by seeing you that you are right. Because a person's, I can see when a person is lying. When you say you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the ego, you are the ship, you are the, I see your eyes and I see there is an authenticity. I see that you have realized that. Now I know that I don't deny you, because I know you are right. But it is, I am not right if I tell that, because I have not realized that. But I do give a effort to realize. Sometimes when I'm in good mood, I feel very elated and very good. So I'm in the process. So what I want to say for me, what I want to say for me is, I have not still realized the difference between my body and me. I think by the death of the body, I may not be there. That is what still my feeling is there. The moment my body dies, I am not there. Here I am stuck. Even though at times I myself think that yes, what you are telling is right. But suddenly, sometime again, after that will be gone. My father died 1 year back. He's gone. Yeah, tell me, sir. Please.
Of course, because you yourself realize, because you're not coming on the call every day. What you are coming in your call one day, second day you're going somewhere else, your mind is disturbed, something else. Back of your mind, this call is there. But layers of other things are coming. Layers of other things are taking you away from the truth. So it is up to your choice. Nobody is compelled. Anybody is compelled to come on this call. Nobody is compelled to come on this call. So when you come on this call on a regular basis, it's like an antibiotic. Antibiotic will not work. One tablet one day, after 4 days, one tablet, after 8 days, one tablet, it will not work. This is a course. The course means when you keep on, when you are coming every day, you are changing so much. You had become so much awakened when you are coming every day on the call. I remember one period of time, you were there every day in the call. You need to be consistent. You need to be, if I'm asking you one day, I go to learn driving. I go one day driving. After 1 week, I go back one day driving. I go back after 15 days, one day driving. Can I learn driving?
No, we can.
Cannot learn. If I want to learn swimming, I can't go 1 day swimming. After 1 month, I go 1 day swimming. After 1 month, I go 1 day swimming. I cannot learn.
Yeah,
Some
so I
things we
have,
have.
I have come to a conclusion. I have come to an understanding that maybe I don't want that no birth. I want a rebirth. Maybe that is what
If you
in your
want
parlance.
rebirth, let me tell you, if you want rebirth means you are caught by ignorance.
Yeah, maybe I feel that because after understanding everything, again going back that means maybe in your language that karma is left out.
So
Or I have a taste for that same thing. Some people like chili, then some people like laddu, like that. I feel so.
That is
Okay,
different.
anyway,
That is different. If somebody says that I don't want, there are one person who is sitting and one person wants to be eaten by the tiger. You cannot say no. I like to be eaten by the tiger. Which person will say I want to be eaten by the tiger?
But I don't know. No, that I will be surely eaten by the tiger.
So
I feel that I can stay.
after you get eaten few times, you will come to know. So it's up to you to realize that when people in the call, when they are overcoming suffering, when you come on the call, you glimpse. Notice what you're coming. You're coming to the call. You're seeing, "Kya ho raha hai? Call me." Okay, good. I'm coming back. No, you have already tasted. You have already tasted the nectar, the mitha, the halwa of this call. It will not leave you now. When you are not in the right, when you're in body, ego, mind state, then you will be hit. Then you will come back to the call. Then you will realize I have to go back to the call. It will come. Not to worry. You
Thank you, sir.
already
Thank
got
you. Thank you. Thank you,
the
sir. Pranam,
feeling.
sir.
It will
Pranam.
come. Thank you, Sadanand.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sadanand. Shivam, sir.
जब सारी दुनिया सोती है योगी जागता है बोल this sentence told by the Kabir Das, really the yogi will be aware in the evening in the sleep also?
No.
Huh?
No.
He said very clearly, सब सारी दुनिया सोती है तो योगी जागता है.
You are not understood correctly.
Okay, you tell me, sir.
जब सारी दुनिया सोती है योगी जागता है means when the whole world is sleeping in the mind state, the yogi is jagta in the consciousness state. That is the jagna. Now I'm asking you, Sadanand, common sense. Common sense. Can a yogi not sleep? Can he be awake all the 24 hours? Is it possible?
That is the way I got a doubt. That's why.
So I'm explaining to you what he means. I'm explaining to you what he means. You're understanding?
Yes. Now I understand.
See, let me explain to you another way you will understand. Let me explain to you, okay? In spirituality, they say spiritual awakening. They say spiritual awakening.
Yes.
What is the meaning of spiritual awakening?
That means he realized himself, yeah, I am a spirit. I am Atma.
Spiritual awakening means जाग जाना, जाग गया है, योगी जाग गया है. Okay. You got it right. You understood right.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
पूरी दुनिया सोती. Very good point. Very beautiful point you have said. जब पूरी दुनिया सोती है means the world is sleeping in the darkness of ignorance. The yogi is जाग गया. Jago Bhole Shiv Shankar. In spirituality, the word Jago is a very common word. Sudhanshuji Maharaj, in our podcast, he called the podcast Jago. 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 Jago means awake, awaken, awake and rise. Who said? Vivekananda said that. Who said? Awake. Awake means jago. Okay. So, my dear, thank you, Sadanand. My dear friends, just to remind you, the meditation session, World Meditation Day session, 8 to 9 on Saturday. Hopefully, I'm in Helsinki airport. Our meditation will be 8 to 9. The Zoom ID is 429-797-8138. New Zoom ID. I'm repeating to you, it's a new Zoom ID, 429-797-8138. ID is correct. And this, we are going to do a trial Friday and Saturday. Friday means tomorrow. Tomorrow Zoom call will be on this new ID. I hope you made note. The new ID, tomorrow Zoom call, and Saturday, 2 days. Sunday we will be back to the Ask AiR Zoom call. But we will send administrators. We must send a special message showing the today's Zoom ID, separate message today for Friday and Saturday only, 2 days. And we will be using this Zoom ID maybe in future for only when in case we are going to have some events. So we may be having a happiness webinar. In January, we will have a happiness webinar. We'll inform you so you can make note of this Zoom ID. To end the call, how does all suffering end? How does all suffering end?
I'm not sufferer.
I am not sufferer. Very good. Sadanand, jaag gaya. Sadanand, that's the meaning, jaag gaya. You understand, no, Sadanand? Huh? Some people, after the call is over, also, Sadanand, you ask what the suffering end, they will say, when I am not body, mind, ego, they will tell like that. No. Jaag gaya means when will all suffering end? When there is no sufferer. When we realize I am not sufferer, there is no suffering. With folded hands, I bow down to you. See you tomorrow on the new Zoom ID tomorrow at 8.